Hey everybody, it's Jay here, and today I'm going to be making a video about trans positivity. If this camera gets a bit shaky like it just did just there, which I did on purpose, so that you would see what I mean, that's because I'm making this video sitting on my bed, and in order to make this video that means I have to put a chair on my bed, put my laptop on the chair, so that you can see me at the right angle. So that could lead to some wobbling. Today, as I said, we were talking about trans positivity, and by that I mean particularly body positivity. So focusing on feeling good about yourself and your body even when you are trans. A lot of the reasons why a lot of trans people struggle with this kind of thing is dysphoria, and that's understandable. Obviously, if you have dysphoria, you have dysphoria. That's how it is. If you experience dysphoria, then no one is in any way saying that you cannot do that. And I think that's a really important thing about body positivity. You can be positive about your body and you can accept your body for what it is and still have dysphoria. You know? You can be positive about the features that you have and still have dysphoria. And that's 100% okay. A lot of the time when cis people talk about body positivity, it's very much like you don't need to change or you're perfect the way you are and stuff like that. And stuff like that for a trans person isn't necessarily helpful, because as a trans person, sometimes you have to be able to acknowledge that okay, I'm not where I want to be. This isn't what I want to look like, and I can in future change it. But right now this is where I'm at, and I have to cope with that. I can't spend all my time hating myself and focusing on what I don't like about myself. And I think that's really important, to not necessarily love yourself, but accept what you're working with right now and try not to hate yourself, basically. Because if you spend all your time hating yourself, then you're going to put yourself in a bad mood, you know? You're going to put yourself in a bad mindset if you spend a lot of time hating yourself. And that's why I think body positivity is really important for trans people. Because as people who do struggle with dysphoria frequently and body image issues related to dysphoria, it's good to know that you can feel good and still want to change. So by that I mean, I have a particular strategy that I use for my own positivity. And that is, I have dysphoria. Obviously, I have dysphoria. I know that not all trans people have dysphoria, but that's a discussion for another day. My personal dysphoria is largely focused on my chest, I would say my hips, and on, there's various other smaller parts, but my chest would be a primary source of dysphoria. Periods in the past would have been a bit of a problem for me. And that general downstairs area would have been a bit of a problem for me. But over time I have learned to cope with my dysphoria in certain ways. And one big way in terms of being body positive is dissociation of body parts from femaleness and femininity. So for example, I'm dysphoric about my chest. I know that someday I'll be able to have top surgery. So I can say that to myself, that okay, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be in this position, but in future I will be able to change, and for now I have to deal with this. So I need to find a way to cope with this. So while I'm trying to find a way to cope with this, and my way of coping with this is saying, okay, some women have boobs, some women don't have boobs, some men have boobs, some men don't have boobs. If some men have boobs and some women don't have boobs, then boobs cannot be a sign of being a woman. That's what works for me. The fact that other people out there, be them cis or trans, may or may not have boobs and may or may not be female. For example, there are women who don't have boobs because maybe they just have a small chest, maybe they didn't want boobs, maybe they had a mastectomy due to breast cancer, blah blah blah. There are men out there who have boobs maybe because they've gynecomastia, maybe because they're trans, maybe because they are just heavier and have some breast growth as a result of that. There are women who don't have boobs because they're trans. You know, there's loads of reasons why someone who identifies as female might not have boobs, and why somebody who identifies as non-female might have boobs. And that makes me more comfortable with my body. And once I've dissociated those two things, once I've managed to disconnect the idea of boobs being female in my mind, it opens the door to me being able to be positive about what I have. Like, hey, I have pretty nice boobs, I guess. You know, I'd rather have a flat chest, but these aren't that bad, you know? If they're on somebody else, I would like them. So, like, I'll be positive about them while they're on my body. And the same kind of thing goes with periods. Like, with periods, I did the same kind of thing. I was like, some women don't have periods for various reasons. They might be infertile, they might have some kind of intersex condition, they might be trans, etc., etc. They might not have periods for some reason. There are men who might have periods. The majority of those men are going to be trans. I can't think of a reason why a non-trans man would have periods, but that is a digression. Once I disconnected the idea of periods being about being a woman, I was able to appreciate, while it's still painful and still annoying, and I still don't like it, it allows me to appreciate the wonder of the bodily function that it is. You know? For me, that would be like being able to go, okay, I don't like having periods, but like, isn't it really hardcore that like once a month I'm able to lose a bunch of blood and be fine? And isn't it really cool that like the human body has come up with a way of cleansing itself of whatever womb lining that it needs to do every month in such a cool, hardcore-ish kind of way, but we're fine, you know? So like, appreciating the fact that it's an amazing thing that a body can do, and that it's nothing to do with my gender. And the same goes for vaginas. Vaginas. Some women have vaginas, some women don't. Why? Various reasons. Some men have vaginas, some men don't. Why? Again, various reasons. And because I managed to disconnect the concept of vaginas being female, that means that like I'm able to go, okay, yeah, but like clitorises are pretty cool. It's probably more convenient to have penetrative sex if you've got a vagina, etc., etc. Other various positivities that I can tell myself about vaginas. And yeah, that works for me. That might not work for everybody, but that works for me. Dissociating things that I don't like about myself from being female is important for me. And then the same kind of thing goes for being overweight. Like, I don't want to be overweight. Of course I don't want to be overweight. And while I know that the only things that I can do to change that are like things I have to do and efforts that I have to make, what I can do is look in the mirror and go, okay, I'm not where I want to be. And it will take a while for me to get to where I want to be, and it won't change overnight like with top surgery. But right now, I don't look that bad. Or right now, this is what I've got, and I have to be proud of what I have. Because you can't go through your life disliking, well, you shouldn't, not that you can't, I'm sure people do, but you shouldn't go through your life disliking your body, because your body does everything it can to keep you alive. And I feel like bodies deserve a bit of recognition for that. And my body isn't a bad body. Just because there's things I don't like about it doesn't mean it's a bad body. Even when I've transitioned to the fullest extent that I want to, and I've lost loads of weight, it's still going to be the same body. It'll just look a bit different, you know? So it's not like your body is a bad body. All bodies are good bodies. But the most important thing is that your body is where you want it to be. And you can always achieve those goals. Ooh, body positivity. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please click the like button down there. You can subscribe to my channel over here. Comment box is open if you want to like say something, whatever it is. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.